of the state visit here in Beijing. We started the day with a meeting with the chairman of the People's Congress, and again we had a very fruitful exchange of ideas and beginnings of a plan for moving forward. After that, I met with the Premier Lee, who I had met before in Cambodia, and we continued the discussions that we began there, which were essentially about the strengthening again of relationships between China and the Philippines. And with the next appointment that we had was with the President Xi Jinping, where we had a meeting with him as well. And we covered so many subjects, much more than is usual for these very formal meetings. We talked about the trade imbalance between our country and China, and what we can do to remedy this. In fact, there has been created what we are now calling the Durian Protocol, because they are opening their trade to imports of durian and other agricultural products from the Philippines, so that we can redress the imbalance in our imports and exports from China. On the political front, we also discussed what we can do to move forward to avoid any possible mistakes, misunderstandings that could trigger a bigger problem than what we already have. And I was very clear in trying to talk about the plight of our fishermen. And the President promised that we would find a compromise and find a solution that will be beneficial, so that our fishermen might be able to fish again in their natural fishing grounds. So that is some of the aspect. And then we talked about the renewable energy, even traditional energy we talked about. Of course, people-to-people relationships, tourism, cultural exchanges, educational exchanges. We spoke about the infrastructure and the continuing acceleration of investment by the Chinese government and Chinese corporations in the infrastructure development in the Philippines. There was even an offer of a so-called soft infrastructure in terms of the digitalization of our bureaucracy, our government, and the connectivity to our people. So it has been a very wide-ranging discussion, and we talked at great length towards the end about climate change, because we are all very much in agreement. All the leaders that I have spoken to thus far are very much in agreement that this is a subject that we cannot leave alone, or it will come back to haunt us in the future if we do not prepare. So again, we said that we should come into partnership, so that whatever experience we in the Philippines have, we can impart to them, the Chinese, and what China has experienced, they can also help us with the transfer of technology and the different strategies for the move to renewable energy. So it really, in the end, we came to fairly detailed discussions, which made the meeting run very long, and that's why I'm actually very optimistic, because President Xi seemed to be genuinely interested in all of these issues and finding a way to move forward to again strengthen the relationship between China and the Philippines. I'm quite gratified that we have made a good start. But it is but a start, and I have instructed our diplomats, our chief diplomat, the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Secretary Ricky Manalo, and our ambassador here to pursue the subjects that we had discussed, and to make sure that they do not remain in the wind, but will actually come to fruition, so that the effects will be felt by both our people, by both China and both the Philippines, both our peoples, to mutual benefit.